Well, good morning, traders. Today is Saturday, July 15th, approximately 9 a.m. And in this video, I want to cover the altcoins. We're going to be taking a look at, specifically in the altcoin space, the channels that have been created since June 23rd. We're going to look at the drop from June 23rd. Some of our alts are beating that previous high. Many of them are not, so we're going to cover that. Before I get started, I do want to apologize for the numerous streams that were being created on various outlets yesterday, which I was unaware of. I kept hitting the start streaming button instead of start recording. Forgot that I had that API hooked up, and so then I was spitting out a bunch of bogus videos, and I probably looked like a big idiot, but whatever, that's par for the course, right? So anyways, my apologies for all of those videos. Some of you are being notified every time I posted, so you got a bunch of spam, and I apologize for that. That being said, let's get started. I want to really just review the macro overview video that I did yesterday regarding the market and how it's going to play into crypto. Let's just start off with the dollar. I'll just do it real quick here. So the dollar has fallen below this neckline, as you all are aware. We have confirmation of that. So our target down over the next year or so is going to be somewhere between 85 and 86. It may take a while for us to get there, as I stated yesterday. The VIX is ranging, and as long as it ranges between these two levels here, these two red levels, and stays at this all-time 2-year low, then the SPY and the stocks should take off. And in fact, that is what we're seeing. We have a breakout confirmed. I drew this channel many moons ago. Let me put it in auto here real quick so you can see what's going on. And we have broken to the top side of this channel. I believe this may mark the start of our extreme blow off top. However, it could also be a head fake. I mean, nothing is ever certain. So we have to watch that. We are in overbought territory on the S&P 500. Or SPY specifically. All right, and then Bitcoin here remains range bound as well. And that has been confirmed by a couple of candles. You see this big green candle here going all the way up to my level of resistance at 31,621 to be exact. Could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more. But the red candle kind of confirmed that range, and we dropped all the way back down to my level at 29,940. And we are remaining range bound between those two levels. As long as that happens, the alts have been moving up, and we'll see that in just a bit. Okay, so ETH BTC is really a good indicator of what the overall market looks like. And here is where I want to get into the June 23rd high. I dropped from there following the SEC lawsuit against Coinbase and Binance. We saw a big drop in altcoins. And then it looks like we bottomed out locally for the temporary, for the time being, and are moving up in these channels. So on some of these charts that we review, actually on most of them, I have drawn a vertical line and a horizontal line. The vertical line indicates the June 23rd date, and the horizontal line indicates the level that I would like to see us surpass to feel comfortable in any given position. And you can see ETH BTC is a really good indicator of the overall altcoin structure and market, and we are still under that June 23rd high. And in fact, here on this chart, you can see what appears to be a W pattern also being formed, but we still are in this what looks to be a bear flag, or a bullish channel but a bear flag overall. However, This W pattern could help us out in this case and give us enough momentum to break back above our June 23rd level of resistance. And look at that. That intersects exactly where the top of this bullish ascending wedge is, along with the 50-day and the 200-day. So big battle there, big area of confluence. But if we break that, look out. We are going to moon at that point. But overall, for the time being, caution is warranted because we are still not out and above the June 23rd high, nor have we broken above this channel. This is for ETH BTC, which I kind of use as an indicator for the altcoin space. Now, DeFis are doing much better. And of course, that is because they are not centralized as many of these other alts are, and they're not also considered securities. We knew that the SEC was going after Coinbase and Binance for selling what they proclaimed securities. Of course, we know the ruling a couple days ago regarding Ripple, the judge ruled it was not a security. So in that case, we've had some alts fly and some not. And that's why it's important to keep your eye on this June 23rd date along with this level. And you can see overall the DeFi space has exceeded that June 23rd high, which is very bullish. All right. So that's a good sign. However, in most cases, these DeFi coins also remain in what looks to be an overall bear flag, a bearish channel. So caution is still warranted until we break to one side or another, or there's other indicators that might help us out. And now we're going to jump over to total 2, which is everything, of course, excluding Bitcoin. And you can see same thing. Now we have exceeded that June 23rd high, but keep in mind this chart includes Ethereum, which is super bullish right now, and it includes all the DeFi coins, which are also bullish. So it's being helped out by those two. And again, I'm going to repeat myself in this video. You guys got to draw out this dude. I think it's important. Yeah, I would suggest drawing out this June 23rd date, mark it with a horizontal line and cross it with a vertical line so you can see where you're at, and also do these channels because you will see the same pattern repeated on almost all these alts. Okay, so now what about Ethereum? Ethereum is looking bullish and then maybe not. All right, so we have this inverse head and shoulders pattern. You guys know I took the trade here, right here, somewhere along the 50-day moving average. So this is one of my trades. I am in the profit. However, we still have not confirmed a breakout of this neckline on this inverse head and shoulders pattern. Thought we might have that yesterday with a big candle up, but then back down under the neckline and still in this red channel. So caution is still warranted. And if this inverse head and shoulders pattern fails, then Ethereum is fixing to drop big and may drop back below this pink trend line that I have here. So we have to keep our eyes on Ethereum. Ethereum is doing some tricky things here. Okay, now let's cruise through a few of these altcoins. These are non-DeFi altcoins that I have been interested in and are on my list. I'm always watching, charting, etc. Of course, you guys know about BCH. Really took off. Waiting for my chart to load here. And now what I'm interested in here on BCH is I'd like to see us come back down to this orange area somewhere. Possibly sitting on top that 50-day moving average. And I'd like to see on our RSI correspondence. All right, so we come down to this descending level here. If those two agree at the same time, I will be a buyer. I will make an entry there. And that will be one of my next trades potentially. But we have to watch that closely. I really want to see that price come down. All right, LTC is a trade that I am in. And again, I have the June 23rd high mapped out along with this red channel, which looks like we popped out of and then came back in. And now we're under a significant trend line. I have that drawn at 96.42. That has been significant for a long time and still is significant. But then we have this green triangle, which is very bullish. Did we break out and hit our target on the breakout of the green channel? The answer is no, we have not. Target for this Litecoin trade is at least 131 in my opinion, and I since it's taking so long to get there, I'm inclined to hold it even longer because I have a feeling when this thing blows, it is going to go fast and hot and high. So it may easily exceed that 131, but the 131, I will probably take half my profits on this trade at that point, and we'll see what happens from there. Okay, DogeCoin is another highly interesting coin to me. Very tempted to get into this trade soon. Again, I've got my June 23rd marked out, and look at what we're doing. This is the red line here from June 23rd high. We're trying to beat that today. Are we going to beat it? It remains to be seen. We are breaking out of another triangle here, and so if we can confirm this move up and out of this triangle, I would say confirmation would come in the way of us resting on top of this level from June 23rd, which sits at approximately 7.3 cents, 7.2, 7.3 cents. So I really want to see us sit on top of that and use that as support. And that's how I know that we're bracing for a further move up. Until that happens, this is just a big bear flag and we could come back down. So again, you guys got to draw these channels out. You've got to draw these levels out. You've got to watch this closely, set your alerts on TradingView, so you know when that break actually occurs. Okay, so in XRP, you obviously know all about. We've been doing very good in our XRP trades. Traded this from the bottom of this triangle here at 36 cents at one point. We've been doing lots of trades here. I love the volatility here. We're making good money on XRP really as of late. And as suspected, as I stated, this is our buy area. That is actually where I entered. All right, you can see right here at 47 cents is where I entered. I think I entered there a couple times. I made a couple buys there because I saw a good accumulation base being built. And my target was actually 66 cents. But because of the rapidity of the moonshot here, I held in this trade all the way to 75 cents. Took half of my profits at 75 cents. Wanted to see... and then I just set the rest for a break even. All right, so even if we come all the way back down to our neckline here on this inverse head and shoulders pattern, I will still be in the profit. All right, and I do expect us to come back down a bit here. In fact, we are under this level, which I wasn't sure. Will we close above and continue our move upward, or will we come back down? Now it looks like we're under this level, so the probability suggests that we come back down and maybe test a few of these lower levels down here. And if that happens, I buy more, right? I double up again and get ready for further move up. All right, H bar is a trade that I was in. I guess what I want to show you here is, again, see the crosshairs here, our June 23rd high. We still have not exceeded that. Additionally, we are in this red channel. So, and the RSI is a little bit high. So that's all signaling that we might come back down and test previous low supports somewhere down here. So watch H bar if you're interested in that particular trade. I'll do one more here, and this is algo. Okay, so algo is really interesting to me specifically because of this green triangle. And I know, and also look at this bullish divergence down here on the RSI. Huge bullish divergence, along with the fact that our RSI is lower than 50. I like that. That's all attractive to me. Bullish divergence, RSI under 50, bullish descending triangle about to break out. What is the key resistance right here? Ding, ding, ding. June 23rd. We got to beat that. Once we beat that, it's off to the races. I believe I would set a target here if I make an entry of that 200-day average all the way up at 19 cents. Okay, so now I want to jump over to my DeFi list with the remaining time I have. But before I do that, I want to point out a couple things. You'll notice that on these particular altcoins, most of them are still under that June 23rd horizontal resistance. All right, on DeFi, we're going to notice something a little bit different, and that is why I am interested in DeFi mainly at this point. So I'm going to jump over to this list here. And what I did here, guys, and let me just explain that these are most of these are in the top 20 DeFi coins. So if you go to CoinGecko, I'm not going to do that right now because of time. I've got 20 minutes on this video. You can select the category of DeFi, and you can arrange or sort those coins by top market cap. And that's kind of what I did. This, though, is not in any particular order. These were just the most interesting that I picked out from the top 20, excluding these bottom ones here, Pendle and Joe. Those are definitely not in the top 20, and maybe a few others. The rest of them look to be in the top 20, I believe. All right, so let's get started here with one of my favorites. And again, this is actually not a top 20, I don't believe. But I love UMA because of all the volatility in the past. It tends to score big when it moves. However, at this point, okay, so we are not above. I didn't mark the June 23rd crosshairs here, but that's way up here. All right, so, and we're also in a bearish triangle. I would not be interested in this coin unless we came back down to this level. Then I look for entry here in UMA. And really, a lot of these coins are actually a little bit overbought in my opinion. I'm just going to scroll through real quickly because I only have so much time in this video. You can see the June 23rd level there. Above that, I would not enter till we came back down to that. Link is probably the same thing. Yes, GRT graph, the graph, it looks a little bit different. We're barely above that, fighting the 200-day. AAV is interesting. I'll cover that real quickly, then we'll do our conclusion. So AAV, where's my crosshairs for June 23rd? All right, way down here. So we've way exceeded the June 23rd high. And that's a good sign. We've also broken out of this bullish descending channel, but we are in a bearish ascending channel, very steep one. So this one, again, probably not interested until we come back down to at least the 200-day moving average. Okay, and with the final minute that I have, I'm going to jump back over to our Ape coin trade and review that. Then we'll close this video out. So as stated when I made this trade, very risky trade. Not only is it not a DeFi, it's a very high, very risky trade because it is probably going to be a type of coin that the SEC will target. However, I stated I had intuition that this would go higher. So far it has. I'm looking for a breakout and above this bullish descending channel, and I probably will hold till about $2.87. All right, so let's wrap it up, guys. In conclusion, I just want to remind you all to draw out these channels, all right, and draw out the vertical and the horizontal crosshairs for that June 23rd date. That way you guys can have an idea of where we're at, where good entry might be, etc., etc. These indicators are highly helpful. All right, hopefully that helps, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace, y'all.